YouTube? So we do it all straight from the garage, but we outside today. Got a 2012 Fiat Popc. And we're gonna replace the lower control arm ball joint. Let me show you guys. See the ball joint there is sticking out pretty bad. So we're gonna go ahead and replace that. But in order to do that, gotta go through a whole lot. So first thing we're gonna do, I remove the tire. Now we gotta take this bumper off. This bumper has Torx and Phillips to take it off. So I'll do that. We'll start with these Torx up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 Torx on the top. And then we got an oil leak. We got these Torx here on the bottom. Let me turn the camera up. So, and then we got a Phillips right there. So I'm gonna remove all these Torx. And then the reason you have to remove the bumper is because there's a bolt back up in here. In order to get to that bolt, you gotta remove this cross member. So I'm gonna take all the Torx out, and then we'll come back. Another thing to keep in mind is a 10mm bolt that was right here, and you got another Torx bolt that's right here. So you gotta make sure you take those out also. I already removed the Torx from the bottom, and I gotta do the other side because, like I said, the bumper has to come out. So there's a few Phillips screws that you have to take out also. And then the Torx is going to be a, let me tell you how the size, T27 Torx. Now this is a US Fiat, so I don't know if the things are different, but in order to get this control arm out, this bar's got to come off. And you got these two bolts here, and you got a bolt here. And of course, we got to release the ball joint itself. Excuse me, itself. So we're working on that, and I'll be back. All right, so after you get the bumper all loosened, then you basically just pull it out, and then you got to unhook all the fog lights. There's looks like 4 wires need to be disconnected, and then once you get that done, get the bumper off. All right, now that we got the front bumper off, kind of gives us access to what we need to get to. So this bar has to come out. I'm gonna start by removing those two, and then these 4 bolts right here have to be removed. And then these 2 10s, there's one here and one here. Those have to be removed to release the window washer box. And then once we do that, we should have access to take this bar out, which will give us access to the bolt that holds the control arm in. So, like I said, you got 4 here, this bar, and then 2 down here, these 2, and that should release this. So let's give it a shot. I can say one of the good things about a Fiat is that these nuts right here are welded to the frame, so it's 2 18s under it, and then the bolts for the bumper support on the US model are 14. So 4 bolts on the 14, and an 18 here, and 15 here. So once you do that, releases this support. Now, once that support is released, you can see you have access to this bolt right here. All right. Now this bolt right here looks a little funky, but I was able to get a 14 normal socket on it and get it loose. So regular 14, and it should take that off. If not, you're gonna have to get a star head 14, but I was able to get loose a regular 14, so we're gonna go ahead and get that out, and then I'm gonna release the ball joint. Actually, I'm gonna release the ball joint right now. So. All right, YouTube, so I apologize. I got to work and I forgot about the camera. Well, basically, that was one of those 14 star head bolts on that side, and it had a 18 socket on the top. Excuse me, had an 18mm nut on the top that I had to hold. So once I got that out, and I got this out, this ball joint is completely separated, so it basically just fell out. And then I was just able to shimmy this out, back and forth, shimmy it straight out. So to replace the lower control arm, that's pretty much the process. Everything will go back in reverse order. And so hopefully this helps somebody down the road. Kind of sucks that Fiat decided that you needed to remove the whole bumper just to get to that bolt, but hey, they're the manufacturers, not me. This is our finished product. And it comes out. And this is the whole reason we're doing it. The ball joint just came separated. Looks like it could have been pressed out and just replaced the ball joint, but they didn't sell it like that, so we had to replace the whole control arm. So if you got any questions, man, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Once again, it's a 2012 Fiat Popc, and the C is convertible, so Pop is a regular. And the tools you need is a 27 Torx, a 14 socket, an 18 socket and wrench, and yeah, and a Phillips screwdriver. And that should be about it. So if you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. And at the end of the video, there's gonna be a link for my Cash App. I'm trying to get some better recording material, so if y'all want to help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. So we do it all straight from the garage, but today we outside. Appreciate y'all.